Hi, it's Ann Marie here. I just thought I'd show you today how to draw these lovely silhouette style trees with charcoal. I went for a walk today and the trees were just absolutely fantastic, so I had to come back and make some sketches. So I've drawn some in charcoal on some white cartridge paper, and then I've also drawn some on some stained paper, and the paper's been stained with a very strong cup of coffee. So I thought I'd show you how to draw these two trees using the charcoal. Now, charcoal comes in different forms. This is willow charcoal. They're bits of twigs that have been burnt, and you can get them different thicknesses, different lengths. I've got some chunky ones and skinny ones here. And you can get charcoal that's compressed, so it's all the powder that's compressed down into this particular handy shape. Willow charcoal is quite messy to handle. If I pick this up, it will make your hands dirty. Compressed charcoal is less so because it has a bit of a coating on the outside. But I really prefer the willow charcoal because it's very soft and moves around on the paper, and you can smudge it quite easily. You might need a couple of old pencil rubbers, and they will get very dirty because we will be rubbing away some of the charcoal to create a tree. So don't worry, that in fact you can wash these in some soapy water, they'll come up clean. So let's start off with using the willow charcoal. And I'm just going to draw a simple tree. I've got a chunky piece of willow charcoal here, and I'm going to start from the bottom using the charcoal on its side. And this, I'm just going to show you one way of drawing this. And you can be nice and free. And there's no mistakes because trees are just sort of lovely shapes. And I'm pushing away because I quite like the feel of the charcoal moving on the paper. And I'm just going to create a sort of basic canopy. If it helps, you can sketch in a canopy. It doesn't matter if you leave the lines there. And then you just get drawing, and you just create some lovely gnarly kind of branches coming up to that canopy edge like this. And the further you get out, the smaller little branches will become. And as we were walking today, we kept seeing old bird nests in the trees, so I mean you can sketch one or two dark areas to represent those if you wish. So you just keep drawing till you feel happy with your tree. And charcoal is very soft, so you can smudge it with your finger, like so you can create a very dark trunk. And if you want it to be a bit lighter down one side, you can rub it off. And what's lovely about working on the toned paper, the coffee paper, is you get these lovely tones happening, which you won't get with the white paper. So you've got the lovely stark charcoal, the toned paper, and some bits I've left little white areas as well, just to give some extra contrast in your work. There's your tree. And the second tree is drawn slightly differently. This time you will have to make an area with charcoal. So just scrub over the top. It doesn't have to be too dark. Just make a dark area. And this time you're going to be drawing the tree with your rubber. So you're going to rub out. I'm going to start with the tree trunk. So you're going to rub out the shape. Rub out some branches. The rubber will get very dirty. Might even change the rubber actually. If you cut bits off your rubber, you can get some quite good wedge shapes. So they're slightly smaller, and you can create smaller branches with them. So you just carry on rubbing out your tree trunks and your branches. Once you're happy with the sort of basic shape, go back in with your charcoal and you start to fill in these negative shapes. And that's the beauty about trees, is you can create some beautiful shapes because it just has these natural negative shapes. You shade some in. You can do some extra branches in black. and just be really free with this. I'm actually loving this. It's a long time since I've drawn with charcoal, and it is one of my favourite mediums. Fill that in a bit there. You don't have to fill in all the shapes, but you can start to see the tree coming to life. What a beautiful thing. What glorious things to have in nature at the moment. And being in lockdown, I think we're all enjoying going out and enjoying a few trees here and there. Even if they're just in the road, they're just a beauty to see. Quite cathartic. There, I can see my tree a bit more. If you want to, you can obviously do some fine lines. You don't have to press hard all the time. Charcoal lends itself to pressing hard, pressing light, and just play around with the charcoal and see what you like about it. There's the tree, and if I get my hands very dirty, I can smudge the charcoal out just a bit more. Quite atmospheric actually. In fact, you could do it over this one if you wanted to get a bit of shading happening. And if you've lost some of your lines, don't panic, just go back in and redraw again on top. Some people like to go back in with some white chalk and draw some white lines as well, but I'm just leaving it as this charcoal. I really love this toned paper. Look at it, it's fabulous. Oh, it's really come to life now. So there you have it, a really gorgeous tree drawn with charcoal. And I've only really shown you a little bit of what you can do with charcoal as well. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Give it a try. Get very messy though, but it all washes off. Thank you. Bye.